See you later.
Hello.
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 Hey everybody, and welcome to the game that we're going to play today, which is Occupation 2.5. A little bit of a weird title maybe, but let me explain. This was originally a mobile game that then got ported over to the PC and is now available on Steam as well. Or if actually it's been available on Steam for a long time. This deals with an alien invasion where monsters and zombies and other alien scum invade Earth and you have to do several quests. Now I know that the game looks like absolute trash, but this game normally is only $3 and on sale I think it's even less than $2. So in all honesty, it is a bargain sale. And yeah, though it is very clunky and, you know, kind of ugly, there's some fun to be had. And for that price, I think that that is actually fair. Again, I've been looking for alien invasion games. There are not that many out there. And this is one of them that, again, for that price, I enjoyed it. The game is less than 2 hours long, so if you can cope with the clunky graphics and controls, this game is actually pretty good. So here we go. They are coming. Move to the nearest gun shop. The zombies are spawning in. We actually have... this is weird. I turned off the music and there's still music playing. If you do hear some weird music stuff going on in the background, that might actually be because this is full of copyrighted music, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, we have to go to the nearest gun shop. Let's actually see if we can get over there. On the map up the upper left, we can see where we have to go. We could actually fight with the zombies. These people actually don't care. Now they care, now that they've spawned in here. Here's the gun shop. And let's see if we indeed can find some weapons to deal with them. So this is third person, but I can also switch to a first person view. And fire. It does have auto aim. That's probably because, again, originally it was a mobile game. I do think there is manual aim available as well, but you don't really need it. I'm actually a big fan of games that offer you a third-person and first-person view. The older Hitman games did that. So we complete the quest, and now we continue our way home. So as you can see, peace has returned. Oh, I say that a little bit too early. And we're going to ignore this zombie for now. He's not doing a whole lot. And I want to conserve ammo a little bit. Now it is called 2.5. I'm not entirely sure about the history of Occupation, like what Occupation 1 was, or what the original 2 was like. And here we are at our home estate, a little nice group of houses come together. Oh god, loud music. Come on. Again, I might have to put other music over this, so sorry if it sounds a little bit weird. Come on. Oh crap. Ugh. Switching to first person. Now today, of course, we're going to do a big chunk of this game, but not the entire game. Oh, god. We just switched to the girlfriend from the intro. There we can actually see the alien mothership above the Earth here. But if you want to see the entire game, you can do so on my long play channel called The Game Archivist. You can find the link to that channel in the description down below. We have a medkit. And the entire game is already uploaded there. Though if you want to see more on this channel, let me know and we'll do another episode here. Again, I realize that the game might leave some bad first impressions, but it's not really that bad for, again, that price. And I just have a weakness for invasion-type scenarios. Oh god. This one's a runner. Like, one of my favorite moments in, for example, The Last of Us 1 is the first 20 minutes, when the zombie invasion is actually happening. And I always find it stupid that in many games where you have to deal with aliens or zombies is that the invasion has already begun, or the outbreak has already begun. There's something that I miss about a build-up. I adore build-ups probably more than the average person. And that's why when we played... I'm much faster in first person, I've just realized. But that's why I love the ARMA 3 Contact DLC, which I did recently so much. Because all that is build-up. That is also why, if you're wondering... So, if there's a game that most people like and I think is a little bit overrated... You know, everyone has those titles. Like, some people don't like Zelda that much, or Dark Souls, or whatever, even though many others adore them. But for me, it's Dead Space. And I know that the Dead Space remake is coming, and so many people are so excited for that. But to be honest, the first Dead Space showed its monsters so early on that I was like, ugh, well, the build-up is completely gone. And the gameplay is fine, but I find Dead Space a little bit overrated. Alright, we are back to our character. Our girlfriend is safe, or wife. I'm not too sure what she is. Oh, before we start the new quest. We actually have some money to spend. Just not enough on a new weapon. I believe we need 1,100 for a new weapon, so let's actually do the new quest. Ooh, that UFO is very looming. Though these people don't really care.
Hello.
Maybe they're aliens themselves. That's why I don't care. Alright, here we are again with the music. Again, if you hear some weird stuff, it's because of copyright. It's really weird how this works. But anyway, we have finally a new weapon here. Shotgun. Always nice. Let's see how that looks in first person. And as you can see, we actually have working, friendly teammates here that are actually engaging in the battle as well. One of them actually has a different weapon. If he gets killed by a zombie, or maybe us, but I won't really do that, we can take that weapon. That's actually a very efficient way to get a new weapon without having to spend money on it by buying it in a shop. But you can see they're pretty competent at actually killing the enemies. And this is also when I realized, like, oh, this game is more than just sort of like an incompetent quick cash grab. Like, if you can come over the fact, again, what I said with the bad first impressions with how it looks and maybe feels, there's more than I think most of us expect. And, you know, we're fighting zombies now, but there will be different monsters and etc. too. And not only do the NPCs now help us with this, but you can, for example, also recruit them and have them help you on certain quests. So again, there are all these systems in this game that make it better and more than just a super simple game. Now, I've never played the original on the mobile. I'm not that much of a mobile gamer anyway. Probably the mobile game I had the most fun with was the Fallout game, like the base management thing. Then Jurassic World, the park builder thing, and Pokemon Go or something. But I'm not the type that plays games on my mobile phone in like the train or whatever. So those games are usually not me. Oh god, he died! How did he die? Well, not sure, but look at that. We got an AK-74. This is really good because this was actually the weapon I was going to buy in the shop, and it costs 1,100 bucks. Oh! Gotta reload. Don't die, dude. Oh, look at that. He killed him. See, look at this beast. Ugh. Scary looking. I will say this. Even though I like there are many different monsters and enemies in this game, it does kind of feel like they were just, like, the creator just looked online what sort of, like, maybe cheap or free-to-use monster assets there were, and he just threw them all in the same game. Like, there's a very clear sort of, like, style. Oh. I believe if you get caught in that, you die. So, be careful. You also saw that I was picking up, like, canned food. There is a hunger meter. If you look at the top of the screen, you can see my health bar in red, and under there's an orange bar. That's my hunger. We can actually switch to that and use them. It's very weird. I have to use question mark to use that.
Hello.
Okay. Buy goods. So here you go. So this is the AK, and this is AK ammo. It's pretty cheap. Cannot buy any more. All right. There we go. So we can have 10 pieces of ammo for it. Or boxes of ammo, I should say. Return here between 6 and 1500. Good thing there's a bed here that we can sleep. And that will set the game to 8 a.m. Let me know if you know any mobile games out there that are worth playing. Again, like I said, I'm very unfamiliar with what types of mobile games are out there. And I know, you know, most people think about mobile games like puzzle games or simple games, but there are some pretty cool story-driven games out there. I just don't know them. And if you do know them, let me know in the comments down below, and I might actually check them out. Supply operation. Get more ammunition from the gun shop. Well, you know where that is. You can see here we boarded up this this thing here. See, this is what I like. We go out here and we got the other civilians all armed and ready to do their part.
Hello.
Look, this one actually has a different weapon. This one has a sniper.
Hello.
Very cool. Again, I have a weakness for these sort of like these clunky, charming games. If this game was like $60, obviously I would be very pissed off. But like I said, I probably bought this on a sale quite a while back. You know, paid less than $2 for it. Did not regret it. Did not regret it one bit. This game's probably also worth like the regular $3. That's cute. Crawling zombies, but you guys are pretty slow, so we're actually going to ignore you for now. Oh, here we go. New monster type. These things look kind of scary. Oh, Jesus. Run! Okay. They just keep on coming. Alright, let's get in here. Let's quickly get the ammo. Here we go. Some of the other ammo has respawned, but it's not really necessary. It's pistol ammo. We're very slow, and no, in case you're wondering, I cannot run any faster. I can put them down if enemies are inbound and I need to shoot them. But yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a stroll, so we might as well talk, right? Maybe take a sip of my Fanta, and, So yeah, like I said, mobile game. I don't know from which year this one is. This is obviously not a very graphically impressive game, and I know that nowadays, games even made on the Unreal Engine 4 are coming out on mobile, so it's really crazy how fast that is going. You know, I heard people say, like, wow, video games on mobile are, like, growing faster in terms of, like, how graphically powerful they are than, like, consoles. But that's pretty logical because, again, a new console is released maybe every 5 or 6 years. And a new mobile phone is released every year. That means that every year they can slightly improve, you know, the technique, like the technique there, and the stats to, you know, run more powerful and graphically intensive games. Whereas the console, you need to wait 5 years. You know, in that sense, you can actually compare it to PC exclusive titles. Nowadays, it's quite rare to have AAA games be released only for PC. But back in the day of the PlayStation 2, Nintendo 64, yeah, kind of up to the Xbox 360, it was very common for PC games to look graphically way more impressive at the end of the lifespan of the consoles. Like, if you would play games from 2000, which was, you know, when you had on the PlayStation 1, you had Final Fantasy 9, or you had Conker's Bad Fur Day. On PC, you already had things like Deus Ex. And they were graphically, or Max Payne, and they were graphically way more impressive. Already looking like PlayStation 2 games before that even came out. So there we can see another new enemy. We got like zombie dogs. And this is probably the worst part of this game, is that there are a few missions that feel very, very sluggish like this, and honestly take out the pacing. Quite a big deal. Like, there's going to be an escort mission pretty soon, and that's going to be very sluggish. That is my biggest gripe with this. I'm not too sure how much ammo we actually used. We have a lot. I do kind of want to save up for a new weapon. Or if I'm lucky, that guy with the sniper might actually die. We can actually take him with us. It costs $200 to recruit someone. So we have that, so we can actually have him tag along on the next quest. Almost there. There we go. Alright. Quest complete. We got 6 more. I'll keep the thing. Yeah, we have a lot of shotgun stuff. New quest is over there. Yeah. Let's actually eat.
Hello? Blah, blah, blah.
She says her kids are lost. Bring her children back home. The sound you hear when you do a new quest or complete it is like the ping sound for when I get a message. So every time that I hear that, I check my phone. Weren't you the one? Can I recruit you? No. Maybe, okay. I guess he's not here. We can recruit her, though. Friend recruited, and so now she follows us. I think. Yep, there you go. So return here with the lost kids. You can see she does a pretty competent job of dealing with that. We got a little bit of a hike ahead of us. Uh-oh. Come on here, Grandma, help me. Now, I don't know if you can actually recruit more than one. I gotta get that money. Even though it's only $5. Not a lot. But yeah, I am kind of curious, like, what mobile games are out there that are really worth playing in single player. We have a little doggo here. Look what a cute doggo. Ugh, that one's not a cute doggo. I don't even know what I'm shooting at. We got like the Resident Evil Dobermans. Where did she go? She's stuck here. Don't die. I am going to run out of ammo for this rifle pretty soon. Now, I don't think she has limited ammo. Yeah. It's very good, actually, to have an NPC with you. She's very aggressive. I don't know if there's actually a button to have her, like, withhold fire, but it's fine for now. She's doing a pretty good job of keeping up. So here we go. We're crossing the bridge. We're actually going to a different island. Oh, here we go. Let's help him out. Do you have a weapon? No. Shame. I could have tested out a theory if I could recruit another NPC. Okay, so... Come on. I'll deal with this. So this is also the mission I was talking about before, that we're going to have to find the children and have to escort them back. The issue is that the children walk really slow. Oh, spiders. Ugh. No, 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 no. Oh, dear. Okay, that was bad. Do you see what I mean, though? That the style of the enemies is very different. It feels like they're just all random, like, assets put together. But it's fine. What was I about to say? Oh, yeah. So, the big thing is that the children, they walk really slow. And if you get just a little bit far behind, they stop following you. And so you have to really go at a snail's pace. And as you can see, even at, like, sort of like full speed, it took a while to get here. So it's a really tedious mission, to be honest. We got some ammo, I think, for the pistol. Yep. This is also our final... Oh. You can actually fire at the enemies from pretty far. That is pretty impressive. Okay, here are the kids, and return them to the base.
Hello.
Hello, kids.
Hello.
We'll get you there. We can actually see how far we can walk to where they will lose interest. Now, when I played this originally, I did not have an NPC, friendly NPC with me, and so I not only had to, like, babysit them the entire time, but also had to deal with the enemies. And it's stupid too, because if enemies come, they will, like, run away or run back. And now, at least with the grandma on my side, I don't have to worry that much about enemies. The dogs are still, of course, a problem. As you can see, they will still follow me if I'm far, but they're just very slow. Very, very slow. I could also actually walk slow, but that'll be pretty boring. Oh, we got some ammo there. Or is that a... might be a med kit. What is this? Remington. Okay. Okay, here we go. You see that they're running away. You gotta be careful here. Come on, everybody, keep up. I think it's also during the night when that happens where the UFO will send out the light. So that's going to be difficult as well to deal with. Oh. Come on, children. Ignore the big bad man with the slit open belly. Oh dear. We got the song again. What is this though? We got a grenade launcher, baby. And we got some weird ass techno. Oh, I see. If you turn off the music, it plays like the first notes and then stops or something. I don't know. Oh, no. Spoke too early. What is that? Protect me, Grandma! Oh, we killed it. Come back. Children! It'll be fine. Children, come back. We're all okay. Got that badonkadonk. Okay, it's actually getting dark. Oh, what are you? It's like supersized golem. Oh, we got like all sorts of like weird enemies that only come out at night. These are scary looking. The pistol's actually not that bad. You can kind of spam the fire and be pretty effective with it. I just realized that the other guy is also following us. I didn't even recruit him. He's just coming with us. It's kind of cool. Maybe that's actually a mechanic I don't know about, that you can actually bring him back to the base and he'll become like a recruitable unit as well with a weapon and all. Oh, Jesus. Where are you going, Rama? Come back. I think also from this point on, if you go to the gun shop, you can actually get more more weapons, but also buy ammo, for example, for the grenade launcher. Gonna pop some food. I don't have any food. Or at least not that specific type. Here we go. Yeah, like, some of these monsters look like they're straight out of, like, budget Silent Hill. No, got more enemies. There we go. Okay, I think we're finally sort of getting close to the thing. Again, this is really the mission that, in my opinion... Well, actually, the previous one as well with the ammo, but... These are just really to increase the game's length with sort of like tedious backtracking or slow gameplay. Like, if you were to take out those parts, the slow parts, and make them fast, like I said, the game would be, like, normally is less than 2 hours. The bitch shot me! First of all, hold on. I need to switch to a medkit. There we go. What was that? It was like Chinese music. I completely forgot what I was talking about because I got shot by the grandma. Oh yeah. So if you were to take out those parts, again, the game now is less than 2 hours. It'd probably be closer to 1 hour if you were to take those parts out. Which doesn't have to be a bad thing. I have no problem with, like, paying $3-4 for a game that lasts like an hour or an hour and a half. That's perfectly fine. Come on, children, we're almost there. Almost there. Luckily, the next quest is a bit more fun, and you don't have these slow areas. Oh, here we go. We got this lady over here coming to help us. See, I'm curious if I can recruit her as well, but this is the end of the quest, so I don't know if I'm going to lose my followers until the next one. Oh, citizen saved! Look at that. We got money for that. Very interesting. Now, also, that guy is back with his gun. Oh, God. The UFO is searching. Alright, we got the quest complete. Before we do a new one... Well, actually, hold on. I want to sleep because I can't really see anything in the dark. I'm gonna buy some new ammo for the AK. So yeah, I lost her as a follower, but that's fine. I have a lot of money. I could use that to buy a new weapon. But I want to see if I can have 2 followers.
Hello.
There we go. So yeah, if I want other weapons or ammo, I do have to go to the gun shop.
Hello.
He says they stole our women. They keep them in the caves. Find a blue access card. Okay. To make your way to the caves. Well, let's do then. Hello, little kid. How are we doing? Ammo, we're all doing fine. I'm not actually going to recruit anyone right now. I think during a cutscene, you will like lose your followers. I think there are several ones during this mission. Okay, so we have to get a blue access card. Let's see where that is. I'm going through the ammo for the AK very quickly. I'll just ignore the zombie for now. There's a ladder there. Interesting. I think there are some secrets in the game as well, some collectibles to find. Not really too into that. Oh dear, our base is under attack. Oh no. Run, little kid! Oh my god, look at all the different monsters. Oh no, that guy! Gotta go back. We gotta help our friends. Also, what is this music? Please stop with the music game. It's has a very weird tone. It doesn't fit the situation at all. Come on, we're almost there. Don't die, people. We'll come and save you. Ah, thank God the music stopped. Yeah, barricades down. Oh no. Ugh, everyone's gone. Oh no, I have the blood of that dude on my foot now. They even killed the little children. Even the children were not spared. How could you do this? He was so full of life and had all sorts of dreams. Oh, Jesus. Whoa. There was a physics thing going on there. Well, I know one thing. After this fight, I need to buy ammo again. Okay, we complete the quest. How much do we get ammo? Yeah, let's get more. Okay, so I lost people who I could recruit, so that's bad. But we'll hopefully find new ones. Okay. How am I doing on hunger? -1? That's not a lot. I don't have something else. I might want to buy some food from that guy, but we're still okay. I think. I think we will be able to kill some enemies and gather new food along the way. Okay, so back on track. Again, we gotta find a blue access card. That's what he said. Oh, the thing is pointing to behind this barricade. I don't know if this ladder is a way to actually get past the barricade. Oh, look at this. What is this secret? Water bottle. Okay, listen, I don't know if there's like fall damage. If I can like land on the truck. How far can I jump? Hit! Okay. Come in. Okay, got a little bit of fall damage, but pretty okay. Gun shop. Let's actually check that out. Blue access card. Let's recruit you. So we could actually also get the sniper here. We have enough. You know what? Why not? It's just... There we go. And ammo, which is... There we go. Want to keep a little bit of money behind for if we recruit someone more. This guy does not have a weapon. I'm trying to see where we can actually go out the barricade. Ugh. No, I'm trying to look for a door. Again, a little bit of clunky level design here. Oh, she ran that way. Oh, there's a ladder there, which we can use. There's a door. There we go. Ah, that's a pretty powerful weapon. Okay, so... Get some more money. You still with me? Yep, you are. Oh, we got a big boy. Engage. Nice. Oh, the money reward for that is actually not that bad. Okay, looks like this building here holds the card. Oh, God. Oh, I'm almost dead. Holy sweet Jesus. Hold on. There's this guy again.
Hello?
Hold on. Is this the entrance? No. How do you get in this building? This might have actually been the same building we were when we were playing as the female. Here we go. Oh no, this is where the game started. Interesting. I want the shotgun because it looks like we are in for some close quarter combat. She might not be that useful. Oh. Look at this! This looks like straight up like an enemy from Half-Life. This is not? Yeah, you cover my back. Neighbor is down, they said, but I assume that was the one guy without a weapon. Help, 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 help. Oh, thank God. Yeah, you know what? The shotgun might indeed not be very powerful. Okay. I don't know if they just spawn here indefinitely. Might have to go down, or let's see. No, this is where we already were before. Ah, here we go. We got the blue access card. Didn't look very blue, but hey, Guess we're going down. Alright. Perfect. Now where do we go? Guess we're going to the caves. They said the women were held in the caves. Prison. I also lost again with the quest, starting. I lost the friendly AI on my side. Well, I kind of wish you had a weapon, sir. I could use a new teammate. I also kind of wish I had bought more ammo for this thing. This gun is great. It's really powerful. Look at that. Oh. Absolutely melting enemies. Uh-oh. My character's actually lost a lot of life. That's why he's so slow. I think we're fairly close. Now, I don't think I have any other medicine. No. Oh. And medkits are not actually items that simply drop from enemies, I think. In the gun shop, there's, for example, one that does spawn after a while, but we didn't bother picking that up when we got the ammo. Here we are now in the prison. Another weird song starting to play. And we're going to use the mini-map here, or the radar in the upper left corner to maneuver. There are enemies here. Maybe they want a piece of my butt. Looks like we're going down here. Man, I cannot see anything. Alright, here are the women. Not all enemies were killed yet. Quest complete. Okay. Stop screaming, ladies. We'll get you. So find the prison key. That might also be the last thing we do today. I think you also need to escort these ladies back to the base, but seeing as we're a little bit crippled and bitten, I might not do that for today's video. Just because it will take quite a bit. But I think the key is fairly close to where we are. Now on ammo, we are doing okay. It's a little bit of a shame that it's quite dark, but it's whatever. We can work with this. This music, though. Oh! Oh, we're dead. Okay, never mind. I guess we'll end it here. Oh, that's a nice, nice shot right there. I'll get the prison key. Oh no, wait. Does it reload us right at the... Okay, it reloads us here. That's fine. I was afraid it would actually reset us all the way back at the base. I'm not too sure why the, yeah, why the light is not working. Okay, let's try it again. That actually scared me. I won't lie. That was a good jump scare sort of thing. I guess it can kind of be seen as a horror game if you would play this in first person. I kind of wonder what these creators made after this. Like, do they have another alien game or monster game? Maybe with a higher budget? Bigger team? Alright. Up we go. And there's the key. Look at that. Prison key found. And now that opened, and now we have to actually get out the normal way. You already saw an image of a monster there, so that's gonna be bad. We'll do a reload. It's funny too. During this playthrough, I got actually a message on my phone, so it's like it's so confusing which ping is a message and which isn't. Okay, here we are. No monster behind. Well, he's ignoring us, so that's fine. Luckily, we're quite close, I think. Oh, he heard that. We're quite close to the caves. I am being chased by multiple monsters, though. Yeah, the monsters during the night are pretty scary and powerful. They take a lot of hits to go down. Okay, here are the caves. Or actually, I say caves. It's prison, of course. Okay, he kind of wants my butt, but he's a bit far. Please no music this time, thank you. It's like the distance where they actually render light is also like super narrow. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, take that, dog. Prison key used, and prison key used. Now, I don't think you actually need to escort them back to the point where they are keeping up. I think they can find themselves back. It's just now you actually need to go back to the base to accept a new quest. But anyway, guys, I'm actually going to stop it here. It's going to be quite a journey back. Let me know what you guys thought of the game. Again, it's very clunky, very ugly, but in my opinion, it has its charm. That is also because of the ridiculous cheap price. But yeah, again, it deals with themes and stories and settings that I like. So, if you know any other games out there, can be both regular game or mobile, let me know in the comments down below. Again, I want to cover more of these sort of like, I wouldn't really call this a hidden gem. You know, it's not that much of a gem. Maybe a diamond in the rough, maybe very rough. But, I don't know. I do think that these are games that can deserve a little bit more attention that they're getting. And there are plenty of them out there. Again, Steam is such a, like, garbage bin nowadays with so many, like, weird hentai games or cheap simulator games that are just cash grabs that it's difficult to find the ones that are not AAA, but are still fun to play or have some unique mechanics that are really nice to see. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.